Back on our show this Monday, joined by our friend Kurt Oestriecher, local CPA. It's that time of year again. Get your taxes ready, and a busy time for you, Kurt, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it always is.
Yeah.
And one of the things we like to do is tell people when you're getting your stuff together for 2015, the more organized you are, first of all, the better your taxes are going to turn out, because typically you will get all of your deductions, and it'll keep your fee down with your tax preparer if you used a paid tax preparer. So when you think of the things that we want, we're going to talk about some things for 2015 and 16. First thing is keep all your tax documents in one place. You're about to start getting 1099s, W-2s, things for interest, so keep them all in one place to bring them to your preparer. Something new that we have to be concerned about this year that was unclear last year. For same-sex couples, we all know DOMA was overturned, so your option is to file you're married, and that is for both federal and Louisiana. Last year, same-sex couples were filing different returns for the state. And you have an option when you're married to file either separate or jointly, but it is you no longer are single or head of household, so that could be a change for some people. If you have made a charitable contribution in excess of $250, you have to have a written receipt from the donor. Canceled checks don't count, so if you gave a lot of money to United Way or anything like that, usually they will give you a written receipt. Most churches do that, but make sure you get that written receipt. Another little interesting thing that most people miss out on, but you can get several credits, and credits are more valuable than deductions, is the non-business energy property credit has been extended now for 2 more years. If you purchased windows, ceiling fans, water heaters, most of those are under this new energy compliant regs, and you can get some credits. So bring those receipts to your tax preparer. You can get up to $500 of non-business energy property credits. If you have a IRA, you can make your contribution up until April 15th and count it toward last year. So I always remind people, make as much, when people talk about tax deductions, the most valuable tax deduction is to your retirement plan of some sort, because not only do you get to deduct it, you get to keep the money. A lot of my clients say, well, what can I do to get more tax deductions? I want more tax deductions. Say, oh, well, pay me a $10,000 fee. You might save $3,000, but you're still, the money's gone and it's gone forever. So retirement is by far the best way to do it. The filing deadline this year, April 15th, falls on a Friday, but that is a federal holiday in Washington, D.C., so the tax deadline is actually extended to Monday, April 15th, which we don't like.
You love that. You
Well,
don't like?
We hate that. That's another weekend. So I'm going to tell my clients on April 15th.
Another weekend of work.
All right. For educators out there, my wife's a teacher, the $250 deduction has been extended if you pay $250 out of your pocket for school supplies, and every teacher pays $250 for those items. And something that we're going to have in Louisiana for a long time to help replenish the state's insurance plan after Hurricane Katrina, there's an assessment that is paid to every person that pays property tax insurance. And if you get the declaration page from your insurance agent, whatever you pay to that plan, you get back dollar for dollar, and it's filed on your state tax return. Or there's a separate form you can go to the Louisiana Department of Revenue website and get. But that is, there's literally millions of dollars every year that goes unclaimed on this, and the state tries to let people know. So those are the things for 2015. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kurt.
A couple things for 2016. If your marital status is going to change during the year, many people are planning weddings. Understand it doesn't matter when you get married, you will be considered married for 16. So now go to your personnel director, make adjustments on your W-2. A lot of people believe when you get married that your taxes go down, but if both people work, typically it goes up. If one of the couples has a child now and has been getting the earned income credit, many times they're disqualified because their income goes up. Marriage can be either getting married or getting unmarried or getting widowed is a big change. So if you're planning on getting divorced, first tell your spouse. and
then go to your CPA.
Check in with your
look
CPA.
at that. But marital changes and family changes are huge. Let's talk about something in Central Louisiana that's going to be big in 16, and that's Clico Stock. It is probably going to happen. I don't want to make a political prediction, but that is huge. There are many families that have had Clico Stock passed down generation after generation. Tracking your basis on that's important. If you purchase stock for $10,000 however many years ago, then you know what your basis is. But if you inherited stock, your basis is what the fair value was as the date of the death of the person you inherited it from. So getting your basis together now will help you plan, because it's going to be a big tax bite for a lot of people, and then they've got to find a place to reinvest. Clico's a dividend company, so it's going to cause some issues. Several of my clients have approached me, and this is a very good tax planning tip, and they said, well, since I'm forced to sell it, I'm just going to donate my proceeds to charity. Don't do that. donate the stock to the charity. You get a deduction for the fair value of the stock, and you don't have to pick up that capital gain. It's a win-win for everybody. So don't just weigh if you have made up your mind that you're going to give $20,000 of your proceeds to your favorite charity, give them $20,000 worth of stock. Everyone wins except for the federal government on that one, and the state government. The catch-up contributions for IRAs and SEPs and 401ks, if you turned 50 this year during 2016, you can contribute additional amounts. If you're already contributing the max, you can go up $1,000 on your IRA, $3,000 on your SEP, and $6,000 on 401k and deferred comp plans. Last issue on the 401ks, if you turn 70 and a half this year, you have to take what's called a required minimum distribution. It's based on how long you're expected to live and the balance in your account. You are able to have your trustee make that donation directly to a charity if you want to. You don't have to pick it up as income. Now, you don't get the deduction, but you don't have to pick it up as income. So marital changes, turning 50 and a half, turning 70 and a half, and having to take RMDs, those are the people this year that have major changes they need to be concerned
Look
about.
ahead to.
Great
Great
information.
information.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
because I know you're busy. We
Yeah.
appreciate your stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Kurt. Appreciate
Okay.
it. More to come here on Monday's show. Stick around.